Hello, dear students. I welcome all the standard 9 students on this online classes. Previous class we have learned and discussed about consequence of relations force is equal to mass into accelerations and some examples related to Newton's second law of motion in our day to day life. Okay? And I hope all of you have understood that one properly. Today we will be going to learn about Newton's second law of motions and some examples. Okay, through the examples we will try to understand Newton's third law of motion. So without delaying, let's get started this one. Okay, we all had fun as a child messing around with the rotating chairs. I think in our home we must played with that rotating chair or the wheelchair. Yes, so this one is the wheelchair. How we are playing with that one? Once in our childhood, we have pushed the wall while sitting on the rotating chair. So while we are pushing on the wall, while we are sitting on the rotating chair, at that time, what are the things which are happening? Yes, we are performing some action or we are doing some action on the wall. At the same times, that rotating chair or the wheelchair will move in the opposite directions. Yes. So here we can see or we apply force on the wall while sitting on the chair. Yes. But the chair seems to move in backward directions. No doubt we are applying a force on the wall. Yes. But we are moving in backward directions. What will be the reason behind this one? Yes. So here you can see that one force applied on the wall and reaction force applied by wall opposite to action force. So which one is the action force and which one is the reaction force here? The force which we are applying on the wall is the action force. At the same time, the reaction force is applied by the wall opposite to action force. So the chair moving in backward direction or the wheels of the chair is moving in backward directions. Okay? Because the wall seems to apply the force in the opposite directions on the chairs. So we can observe and we can feel that one. The wall is applying a force on the chair because of which that wheelchair is moving in backward directions. Okay. The force applied on the wall is called the action force. Yes. And the force applied by the wall in the opposite direction is called the reaction force. Okay. Action and reaction force. I hope all of you have understood this one. Yes. For every action force seems to have reaction force. We must find out that one. Every action force is must having one reaction force also. Okay. And we can say that forces occur in pairs. So for all the action force there must be reaction force. That means action and reaction forces are always occur in pairs. So let us take a look at some examples showing action and reaction forces. Okay, let us see this one. Two boys are there, those who are on the skating board. Yes, both are applying the force on one another. Yes, that green arrowhead is indicating that the applying force. But after applying the action force, they are moving far away from each other. Yes, moving away from each other. That is the second figure, that direction is also given. Yes. So action force and reaction force both are opposite in nature and always they exist in pair only. Guess what? You have just understood the Newton's third law of motion. So these all things, whatever we found, that action and reaction force and exist in pair, this is just only Newton's third law of motion. Okay, it states that what is the Newton's third law? It states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reactions. Okay, this one is the Newton's third law of motion. So see, 100 Newton amount of force is applying by the boy on the wall. That same amount of force is applied by the wall on the boy. Yes, that is 100 Newton reaction force and 100 Newton action force. Okay, both are same but opposite in nature. That means opposite in directions. Okay, we know that forces applied are in the opposite direction to each other. Yes, let's figure out the part where it says equal. We all walk on the earth's surface, but we does not seems to sink in or being launched. Yes or no? Every times we are walking on the surface of the earth, but we are not going inside the surface of the earth, or that earth is not pushing us away from the surface of the earth. What is the reason behind that? The forces on the person are balanced. The floor pushes upward on the person and the gravity pulls downward on the persons. So same action and reaction forces are acting. Both are same in nature but opposite in directions. That means same amount of force but opposite in directions. That's why they balanced each other and we are not going inside the surface of the earth, or that earth is not pushing us away from the surface of the earth. Yes? So because there is equal reaction force applied by the surface also, we are applying our foot. By the help of our foot, we are pressing on the surface. At the same time, that surface is applying a reaction force on the foot. Yes or no? Push from sole of shoes or grass, then push from grass on sole or of shoes. Yes? So here also we can say that one, or we can see that one, that action and reaction forces are exist in pair, but the amounts are same. Yes, but opposite in directions. So let's see what happens if action force is greater than reaction force. Yes, if the action force is greater than the reaction force, then what will happen? Let us see that one. It will be like standing on the sand. Yes, on the stand, if we will stand, then what will happen? Obviously we will sink. Yes, so it will be like standing on the sand. In this case, the action force is greater than the reaction force. Yes, that's why only we are going inside that sand. Yes, and when action force is smaller than the reaction force, then what will happen? Let us see that one also. Then the earth's surface will launch us in the sky. Yes, so the action force which we are applying on the surface of the earth is less than the reaction force by the surface of the earth on us is more. Then in that case, the earth's surface will launch us in the sky only. Yes, hence the forces has to be equal to stay on earth's surface. Then what we conclude from that? The forces must be equal to stay on earth surface. So let us revise what we have discussed. Okay, forces always occur in pair. This one already we have discussed, and we found also then action reaction forces act in the opposite directions, but the amounts are always same. Action reaction forces are also equal to each other but opposite in nature. Okay, so this one is all about Newton's third law of motions. Okay, I hope all of you have understood. Thank you.